Transformers, the show! From Michael Bay to Marvel, UK and everyone on in between. Breaking news and toy reviews, every robot fans wet dream. Grab a brew and join the crew, become part of our scene. Bring your mom, let's drink her own, make sure you're at least 18. Welcome to the show, the party and let's blow. Friday nights, let's go, Transformers, the show!
Hi guys, back again. This time we are talking about Transformers 1 Studio Series Megatron, the second in the Studio Series range. We've had Prime, now we've had Megatron, aka the Big Two. Now as you can see, he is already out of his cardboard prison. Should we take a look? Now to start with taking a quick look at the box. Very Studio Series-esque. We've got a picture of Megatron on the front, referred to as Studio Series on the side. The back is the bot and alt mode, saying that it's Transformers 1 Megatron, and you get the usual bump, and 24 steps to convert from robot to tank mode. It's a Studio Series box, so no difference there. The background that comes in the box is a fantastic version of Icon. I really hope one day Hasbro just decide to release some A3 posters of some of these backdrops, because the artwork is exquisite. The bot doesn't really fit on them. I like the idea, but they're not that practical really. Let's take a look at the man himself. Megatron, aka D16, future leader of the Decepticons, from screen to toy. I'd say it was a faithful version. Definitely believable as Transformers 1 Megatron. I think though, and it's not the camera distorting him, instead of being called Megatron, he should have been called Leg-a-tron, because this guy is literally mostly leg. If I just give you the Pete Willis tape measure of justice, you can see he's about 6 inches tall. Well, of those 6 inches, 4 inches of them are leg. 66% leg. That's impressive. That is catwalk model proportions. And if all else fails, you know, and dominating the universe doesn't pay off, we could see Megatron in Paris Fashion Week. With regards to articulation and stuff, the joints were very stiff out the box. I don't like these ball joint things that he's got. I don't know if the camera can, the light will pick them up particularly well, but these ball joints, you just, as you're moving them, you feel like it's just going to break off. And I'm sure it won't, but definitely the friction with inside it, you need to put in a fair amount of power. Got a bit of an ankle tilt, bends at the knee. You can get him into some decent poses. I think I'd have liked his final design of cannon on his arm, but you know, we're nitpicking. He really is, his bot mode is excellent. Missing an insignia, but what he lacks in insignia, he makes up in guns. You've got his cannon, another wrist cannon here, and we've got these two on the back, attached to his jetpack. Yeah, pretty decent, I would say. You know, a solid bot mode. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's good enough. Should we compare him to the Prime version from the same line? They scale well together. Prime is probably a bit on the chunky side, whilst you imagine that Megatron is a bit more of a cardio athlete. Prime spends a bit more time on the bench, working on the chest and the pecs, but they scale pretty well. I would have just liked Megatron to be a little bit chunkier, but he's not, so we move on. Let's get this bad boy transformed. Wow. Let's start with the good bits. Definitely believable as part of TF1 in terms of the alt mode. Believable, but that's it. I am embarrassed. The fact that this has got Studio Series written on the box. It is wow. I'm going to try and pick my words carefully. What are the bad bits? One, you lift the cannon up, you can see Megatron's head pointing to you. Where are we there? So, hiya. See his head. It doesn't tab in properly. The legs want to fight you. The caveat on this is I will accept it could be my copy, but it doesn't tab in. This is a perfect example. You know, you look at some of the characters and toys we've had, certainly from the Studio Series 86 line, where a similar price point, you know, these are a deluxe, so a similar price point. I'm thinking Gears, I'm thinking Brawn. They are mini masterpieces. They are fantastic. This, I don't want to use the word garbage, but it is poor. It's lazy. I mean, it's quite good how the legs, I suppose, fold out, but the arm ball joints, as we've said, as I mentioned in bot mode, you feel like you're going to break them. The cannon, you can see the head. There is nothing to say other than, yeah, okay, it resembles the tank mode from Transformers 1. But you're paying nearly £30 for this. This is meant to be, these are the first Studio Series toys out for Transformers 1. The film that's potentially going to kickstart a franchise into a new world of storytelling with new characters and new toy designs and new media. And this is what you get. I'm disappointed. Really am. I thought, you know, Prime's alt mode was a bit shocking and a bit lazy. This is the same. This is the same. And if this is where we're going with deluxes, and I mean, why weren't the two flagship characters of this new film done in Voyager style? You know, 35 quid. What would that have got you? The answer is probably not much more. I don't want to be or come across as that entitled consumer, but we're in a world where we've been spoiled with some of the engineering and design we've seen with other characters in other lines. I mean, that will not stay in. That's ridiculous, and that's not a lining up or a tabbing in thing, because as you can see, it really is as simple as, you know, the back of the calves open up, you spin the feet round, you pop out the tracks, his chest forms the centerpiece, head spins round and folds into there, and you spin the arms round. I'm not oversimplifying it, that's it. I mean, look, it will stay in bot mode. The bot mode is good. You know, it's definitely a solid 6. But the alt mode, nah. Lazy. And I love Hasbro. I'm a chug collector. I'm looking at the collection now as I'm talking into the microphone. There are so many good toys, even recently. And you would say, rather than trying to smash someone like Ruckus or Gears or Straxus out the park, make sure the toys that are associated with the new film are your flag bearers. I genuinely hope Bumblebee and Sentinel and Elita 1 are better, because this is tosh. Definitely a toy that will go into bot mode and stay there forevermore. Thanks for watching. You're probably wondering why I haven't transformed Prime, because that's just poor as well, and I don't feel like I need to add that to the video. This isn't a Hasbro bashing. This is a purely, you know, the studio series of TF1. 2 for 2. Bot mode good, alt mode poor. Value for money, no. Be better, Hasbro, because 8-9 times out of 10 you are. Yeah. Again, thanks for watching, guys. We're live every Friday night on YouTube, where we will look at toys better or worse than this. I don't know. I haven't seen many worse than this for a while, but we'd love to see you there. Cheers now.